Hey, I'm Star with a 4, and welcome to my very first commentary video. Whoa. Okay, so today I will be rambling about The Picture of Dorian Gray, because it's my latest hyperfixation, and you can't stop me. If you're a stupid little dum-dum and don't know what it is, The Picture of Dorian Gray is a novel written by Oscar Wilde. It's about Basil Hallward, who paints a portrait of his gay crush, Dorian Gray, who's so pretty that he manages to curse himself so that his portrait takes the burden of human consequence while he does whatever the hell he wants. Which is mostly just having a lot of sex and being gay. It's had a few adaptations, my favorite being the 2009 film starring Ben Barnes. Also, side note, I don't care what anyone says, he's cute. Oh, but he's so dark and brooding. You call this brooding? He's a cutie patootie, shut up. Die, go away. He's so silly. I'm /J, bro, I'm /J. Anyways, so there's so much I want to talk about with this movie that I had to make all these sprites as I wrote the script. And I'm probably gonna have to use multiple speed paints. So this is where the video will be getting into spoiler territory and also go over quite a few sensitive subjects. So trigger warning for physical and emotional abuse, suicide, trauma, death in general, and sexual assault. If that's something you can't handle at the moment, now's the time to leave. Stay safe and I love you. The main difference for me between the movie and the book I want to talk about is that the movie humanizes Dorian in a way. There's two ways the movie does this. We get to see his descent into being a little bitch, which I think is a good change, except that book Dorian was already a bitch before his downfall. But we also get to see why he is the way he is, which is, oh my god. It can kinda be seen as a story of the abused becoming the abuser, which isn't what the book is about, but it's still something that could work if done right, which, I'm sorry, but it's not. It's just not. So the movie adds some pretty boy lore, where Dorian was hiding from his grandfather, who was angry at him for quote-unquote killing his mother by literally just being born. For context, Dorian is an orphan since his only living relative is his grandfather, who is a massive asshole. So Dorian's hiding from this angry old man who, upon finding him, beats Dorian with a cane Edward Hyde style so badly that he still has scars 20-something years later. Big yikes. After all of that, he grew up to be really empathetic to kids in his past situation. Good person jump scare. He would play piano at a charity group helping orphans, which is where he met Basil. It's so cute, I love them so much. And he also lets kids steal his stuff. I don't know what that was. It's hard to tell with all the British mumbling. I can barely hear any of the movie because my American ass cannot with the mumbling of the British. Anyways, Dorian doesn't have the raging classism that I expected, and thank God he wasn't anti-Semitic either because the book. My god, the book. But of course, since Dorian was viciously traumatized, he does have traumatic flashbacks, nightmares, and even adopted the mentality that everything bad that happens to someone I love is my fault because I ruin everything. I think he also jokes about his scars at one point, which is actually really relatable to me. But I haven't experienced this kind of trauma and abuse before, so I'm not one to say if all of this is accurate or not. But Dorian definitely has the I kill everything I touch mindset, especially when he learns about Sybil's death. He starts rambling to Lord Ligma, who basically tells him, hey, none of this is real. And then the movie never talks about his guilt again. I'm not mad about Lord Moldy Socks being an asshole since, that's what he does. I'm upset because the movie never thinks to say, hey, did your mom die giving birth to you? It's actually not your fault because you were an infant and couldn't control that. Hooray! I know it's not the movie's intention, but it demonizes Dorian for something that happened to him as a baby and was out of his control. It says that Dorian quote-unquote killed Sybil because he kills everything. I love Dorian's characterization, but the way accountability is handled is not the best in my opinion. I would have loved to see someone say that Dorian's mother's death was out of his control. He influenced Sybil's suicide, but he's only directly responsible for Basil's murder. Also, because it's about to end, this is a speed paint of my OC, Berry Twist. I can show the character design process if you want. there should be my Dorian speed paint coming up. Yep, this is my Dorian Gray character design, so enjoy that while I finish off the video. Anyways, it would be a cool idea to use Dorian's detachment from himself and his past trauma to be like, it's okay that I'm hurting people because I'm sad. But nope, we just get a whole lot of sex. By the way, why is there so much sex? It makes it awkward for me because I'm asexual, but still, we don't have to see all that. And the quote-unquote beginning of his downfall happened after Dorian was pressured to have sex he didn't want and only went along with because he was disoriented and high. Not to mention scared to death of losing the only thing his worth was based on, he thought, that being his looks. I don't know, it feels really victim-blamey to me, personally. And for me, the real beginning of Dorian's downfall isn't when Sybil died, but it's when he did the same thing that happened to him, to an 18-year-old girl, getting her drunk and then pressuring her to have sex with him for a bet. That's really fucked up. Because if someone's drunk or high, they cannot consent. And if anyone watching has gone through anything similar to that, I'm so sorry and my heart goes out to you. It's not your fault and I hope you're doing well. And yeah, I know having a lot of sex was bad in ye olden days, but people's disdain for Dorian is never really shown. I don't see many characters talking bad about him at all. They missed a big opportunity to have a mini satanic panic around Dorian, especially since God and devils are such a big theme in the movie. Also, I'm sorry for that random knock. I feel like that was one of my brothers. That or I was just moving around. I'm sorry. I kinda wanna rewrite a few of the scenes within the movie, so let me know if you wanna see that, because I have so many ideas on different character arcs and symbolism in the movie that I think could be worked better. And I don't care if I sound stupid and pretentious for saying this, because I am a child and I'm hyperfixated and I'm having fun and you can't stop me. And right now I'm working on an animation of Basil's death scene because the cinematography for that was like, I don't know if I could pull it off better, but you know, I think it's going pretty well. I'm mostly just working on like getting the frame rate right, and doing the line art, and coloring everything in, and everything else in between. Basically, I don't even have it halfway done. And not to mention, I also have school, except I do have a fall break coming up, so I should be able to work more on passion projects and stuff. So let me know what you want to see, because I will gladly do it. I think it'll be fun. But either way, it's probably not gonna be like the greatest because one, this part isn't scripted. I'm just saying whatever I want, and my dog's barking in the background. I'm so sorry for that. Oh my god, shut up. Please, thank you. Anyways, yeah, I have a lot of ideas. My special interest is Frankenstein, so I might be posting a little bit about that, about my character designs and my ideas and all that jazz. I'm really excited about everything, just info dumping online. I can also post my character design process for Berry Twist because I know I love watching people design random ass characters, so I don't know, maybe that'll be fun. Maybe you can like use it as background noise. But anyways, I also love doing video essays and analysis, so yeah, I'm probably gonna be posting a lot of that. And by analysis, I mean rambling about the most stupid stuff that I can think of. So anyways, TLDR, this movie was mediocre at best, but I still love it to death. Also, Ben Barnes is pretty, and nothing can convince me otherwise. Also, in the best way possible, he looks like a possum, and you can fight me over that. I will die on that hill. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to correct me if I said anything wrong, or even add your own opinions if the comments decide to work. I don't really know how YouTube works, so if I get YouTube kidsified, my bad. Sorry, I guess. Stay safe, love yourself, and keep your eye open. I've been Star, and thank you very much for watching my incoherent ramblings. Bye!